Hey guys, it's Tark with Cyclone FPV, and I've actually opened one of the new HGLRC Motowhoops. It's sitting here on my desk, and I would have normally done. A. This is an RMA, but it's such a new item that I was just looking to get into it and explore it first, make sure I understood everything about it that I needed to, and then I realized, well, hell, it's pretty simple. But this is a pretty good. It's a pretty good problem that they're having. I can show you guys so that you, if you do run into this problem, you know what to look for, because it's kind of a little misleading here. So here's what I'm gonna do. This was sent in because they said that the VTX didn't work any longer, like they could no longer get video. Okay. So here's what I've done. I've opened it, and I guess you're gonna see when I close it how how it all comes together. But right now, what I've done is I've separated the VTX, which is right here, and here's the flight controller. It's kind of all tight in here, so I've got to lay it out this way. But in either case, I'm gonna go ahead and manually, by following the instructions from HGLRC, I'm going to shift this into pit mode. So let me do that, and then that way we can at least turn off the VTX and kind of experience what the customer is seeing. All right. So what they want you to do, now I'm going to take out this. Let me take this out. So I'm going to take out the VTX. I mean the USB, and I think I'll probably just recycle power here real quick. All right. All right. So when I turn this on, here's the deal. First thing is I want to get this into pit mode. So what they say to get it into pit mode is you need to long press the button here, and it says it right here on their manual that they have, but it's kind of confusing. So long press it, and then you can select pit mode. So pit mode is when the light stays solid red, okay? So in pit mode, if you're looking at this screen, then we have no video, right? But here's the thing. If I power this off, right, and then I turn it back on, okay, you can tell, I mean, if you can see this solid red light right here, this means that pit mode is still activated, okay? So if you accidentally end up putting your quad in pit mode, I assume this customer, the problem he's had is he's put it in pit mode and had no idea at all that he had no, it wasn't the VTX, and I grabbed an extra VTX here just in case, but when I realized this was happening, here's what I did. The first thing I did was I just went in here, and I'm hoping I don't pick a frequency that's gonna interrupt with our video feed here, but I went in and I did what the directions said, okay? So if you look at this page here, you're gonna have this row of lights, right? And you've got these a couple rows of lights here. Here's your channels, and you should what to do. So if you do a quick press, right, you're gonna change from channel 1 to 8. If you watch the lights, there's green, okay, and it tells you. So let me get this back off. Keep doing this, hold on. Okay, so right now we have nothing lit up, so we're on channel 1, okay, but we're still in pit mode, and we're on the first light here, which is going to be our frequency, okay? So I'm sorry, so yeah, so we have our frequency here. So looking at this on our frequency, I believe we are on, if this is going to be right, looks like we are going to be on A1. Is my guess here, okay? So to test this out for sure, I'm gonna go ahead and take off pit mode. So to do that, I have to hold it. It says for at least 6 seconds. I've tried it for 6 seconds and it doesn't work. So I'm gonna hold it for like 8 or 10 seconds, okay? All right, now once I'm done, I'm gonna click it quickly and get it off pit mode. Now the red light's gone, okay? So now the red light, when it comes back, it's gonna blink, and here it's blinking, one blink and then stop. And it tells you right here, if it blinks one flash and stop, it's at 25 milliwatts. So let's go ahead now and scan our channels. And there we go. So we are at the, let me see, 5.865, which is exactly this. So looking at this, it's right. We've got the first light. Now they've got this turned like the VTX has to be the other direction, right? Because the second row of lights, and then you have another row of lights here. So the first light corresponds, when it's facing this way, with this right here, and that says that's A. And then we have no lights on the channel, then that means that's A1, 5865. And you can see right here, we're at 5865. Now look, this entire thing can be controlled if you look right here, and I'll swap screens with you, so bear with me a second. All right, so let's go over here. And if I connect this to Betaflight, they've already set the tables up for this, okay? Now I'll probably just download this table because I did verify and it is exactly right. So you could have easily done this and gotten it out by going into here. So video transmitter, And then, let's see, we'll set it up for 25 milliwatts of power, and let's go to channel A, and frequency A, we're gonna go band A, sorry, channel 1, and we're gonna click save. Okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and save this to the file, so if anybody else needs it down the road, you can get it. So let me go into my VTX here, and let me see if I can get this, VTX instructions, and then I'm gonna make a new folder here for HGLRC. And this is going to be for the Motowhoop and FD, what is this? FD, VTX Micro. Okay, so let me put that here. Save that. All right, so we have the tables ready. So now, if I flip the power off and I disconnect, right? There we go. Sorry guys, there's stuff printing in the background. I know you can hear it. Now when I power it back on, I'm keeping my same connection here, and everything loads by default. So if you put it in pit mode and save it, unless you plug back into your transmitter, to your computer, you're out of luck, okay? Or you press the button. You have to press the button. But this is buried at the second layer, right under the flight controller. So getting to it is impossible. So don't put it in pit mode. It's about the best I can tell you. If you do put it in pit mode, make sure that you have access to the button to get it out, or do whatever you have to do, okay? And that pretty much does it. So there is nothing wrong with this video card. It was just in pit mode. I'm going to now close this back up and call it a day. And so far, so good HGLRC on this one, all right? All right, guys, if you have any questions, by all means, please hit me up using our website. And I'm actually going to put this back together. Sorry, let me put this back together before I end this, because I know some of you guys may want to see how this all goes. So let me power it off. We'll go through the whole, hey guys, thanks a lot kind of thing in just a minute. Let me just close this up real quick. All right, so the way this came together, the VTX actually goes next. And now the direction it goes, I really didn't pay attention to, so we're just going to hope for the best here. So I'm going to put this VTX in like this. Let me make sure I've got everything I do. They definitely don't give you access to the button. Doesn't matter how you put the VTX, you're not getting to that button to press it, I don't think. Maybe you can, but I don't think I could. Alright, so there we go. Let's put that down. Now let me get the rest of these silicone standoffs. 1, 2, there's another one here, 3. Alright, and then we're going to put the flight controller in. Okay. There we go. Okay, now, the thing I have to remember is, how did they have this orientation? So, let me see. Let me connect, because honestly, I wasn't paying attention when I took this off. The only way I can see it is like this, but something tells me this is going to be wrong. Alright, so my guess is that it must have gone the other way, like this. But to do that, I think I have to flip the VTX over. So, this is going to be interesting. I think what I'll do is I'll just plug this in to the, before I screw everything down, let me just plug this into the computer, and we'll check orientation right now. Okay, so let me show you what that's going to look like. Ready? So here we go with beta flight. There you go. We're going to connect. And we know that, let's see, we know that this is the front of the quad. So we want to lift up. Okay, so I have this. I assume then this means that this went upside down. So let's do that. Let's flip it, because it was like this. So let's flip it. This is what I get for not watching what I did when I opened it, but that's all right. Let me just try to feed these all here. Let's try to put this like this, maybe. All right, now let's turn it back on. Let's put, oh, I can't. Well, maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if the orientation's right now. Okay, so here we go. Oh boy, so it is registering us upside down, so that's not going to be fun. I'm not liking this at all. Should have paid more attention. All right, let's reset. Let's calibrate. Okay, lift up. I guess I could just look at the configuration here. Hold on a second. I think it's a lot harder on me than it should be. So let me just look over here and go to configuration. Okay. If we go to configuration, they have turned this 180 degrees. So let me see. No, they turned it 45 degrees. Sorry. So where is my? Let's see. This would normally be, I would think, like this. So if we turn it 45 degrees, it could be this way. Or it could be 45 degrees. No, wait, no. Let's take it this way. Just like that. Okay, so this is going to mount. Yep, I see that. Just like this. Okay. Alright, so this, you need to make note of the orientation. So learn from me, guys. Make sure you make notes of the orientation of the board before you take it apart, so you're not sitting here trying to figure that part out. Hey man,
Hey,
what you up to?
see what you're up to.
I am playing with this Motowhoop. It's a tight fit. God darn. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's put these back on. I forgot to put the base of those on again. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was.
So there you go. Now the base is on. All right. So that, hopefully this will stay. Just need the screw to sit on here for just long enough.
Is that the HGLRC one?
Yep. Came in for an RMA because the guy said the VTX didn't work. But it does. It was just on pit mode.
Oh, really?
But to get to the VTX, you gotta go hunting. You gotta take everything off, and it sits under the FC right there, which is a pain in the butt. But if you never have to open it, it's really no big deal. But I'm just trying it out, get it to close. I'm tired of these little parts flying on. These little rubber spacers drive me nuts. Because if you flick it wrong, it goes flying and bouncing, and then you're like, God darn it, I don't know where the hell it went.
I lost one last night.
Dude, you spend forever looking for the damn thing. Alright, so let's see. I think I got this one. If I can get this one on, then we're golden. Alright, let's fasten this down and make sure we can close this up now, because Lord knows I've had my hand full already. I took it apart, and I forgot to see what the orientation of the board was, so here I am like, yeah, I'll put it back on, and I can't remember which way it's supposed to point, so I had to sit there and plug it in. I mean, like, you know, I think I was just more excited to get into one of these, although I just got some in, but I haven't had a chance to even mess with them yet. So this is the first one I messed with. Pretty simple.
I like flying the little ones, but man, they're a pain to work on.
Yeah, well, you're a pretty big dude, so sorry for you.
Would you say the McGilla gorilla hands?
You got McGilla hands. Guinea-goo-hoos, man. Like Eddie Murphy would put it. Take a guinea-goo-hoo feet. And get, here we go. All right, so this should be done. Everything looks mounted properly. So now, let's just put it back and see if we can get it to work like it's supposed to. Okay, here it goes. Put that in. There we go. Put that in. Here we go. Once upon a time not long ago when people just... Man, during one of the videos last week, Jade's upstairs just jamming on Shallow, like he's playing Shallow on the piano. Dude, I go, and my boys are watching the video, and they're like, Dad, you're like singing the song during your video. I was like, I know, I didn't realize it. And then they played it, and I was like, it is. So you can hear my beautiful pipes now. All right, let's get this screw back in.
Does that get you back?
Babe, did you go swimming in an ant pile?
Yeah. Look, you're never going to want to date me again. Look at my ugly feet now.
You got some good goo-hoos, babe.
Yeah,
we were just talking
look,
about that.
I know. And I got a pedicure and everything. It looked really nice. Now they're getting gross. I'm going to go rinse them off real quick.
It's not going to take away the ugliness.
I know.
But I love you. Gracie, she's going to need you for moral support. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so here it is, the test, folks. Get everything back together, except for this wire here that I need to tuck in. Push that in there. There we go. Alright, everything's looking good. We're back again. You can actually get to the USB from here. USB Smart. See, didn't even notice that when I first took it apart. Alright, so let's plug it back in. Let's make sure we get video. Here it goes. And there it is. Okay, so, man, I have the whole beta flight screen on while I was putting that back together. That sucks. All right, well, here, let's do it this way. So there's the video, guys. We know we've got it working now. Everything's good here. I'm tapping it just to make sure we've got no loose connections. Looks nice. All right, so that's it. Holy cow. All right, it was a quick, very sloppy video, guys, but it's not a broken part, and that's the good part. So we're going to send this back now to the customer and let HGLRC know that everything went okay. All right, if you have any questions, guys, please hit me up here at cyclonefpv.com/pages/contact. Then go to facebook.com, whatever, do our Facebook thing. What is it? You like or you like? Follow. Follow?
Subscribe.
No, that's YouTube. You follow Facebook or you like?
Follow.
Follow. Like. Whatever.
One of the two.
All right, subscribe to that one. Okay, guys. Anyways, other than that, peace. God bless. Have fun with your family. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.